Is that mostly taught? Are we taught to be so hard on ourselves? Are we supposed
I
to be
think
more
so.
sure?
I think it's good and bad. I think we have to self correct. I think we have to learn to say, okay, now cut it out. What are you doing? Stop. But to berate ourselves to the point we get into addiction because we don't want to stop and we feel so bad and we want comfort or we want to hurt ourselves, that's where then it's on. Then it's on. But once again, it all gets into the practice. Somehow, some way, find out how to be calm. Find that peace in yourself where you can be your beloved and you can calm yourself and go, I didn't do so well with that today, but I'll do better next time because I love myself and I'm going to treat myself with the dignity that I would treat a small child or a pet. That's how we start. But it's going to take time. We have to give ourselves permission to give ourselves permission sometimes. We have to keep backing it up to the point that it's all the way back in childhood. And you can talk to your inner child, say, I whatever you want from me, I'm the adult. I will take care of you. I will protect you. When I didn't do that, I didn't know any better, but things are different now. You can start with that, see how it works.
That's a very comforting place to start because it's just staying within and it's going to what you needed, giving yourself what you needed when you couldn't previously.
Well put, well put. It's very basic, and I think the greatest truths are basic. And as we had talked about earlier, some truths are not kind. And the Tao Te Ching says, truth is not fine sounding. And it's not because we get addicted to the lies and they're comfortable. But once again, forgive yourself. It's just human nature. You don't have to be better than everybody. You just have to be better than the you that you used to be that didn't work. And you'll get there eventually. It's a process, it unfolds.
And that being kind to yourself along the way is so important. I don't hear it enough. I've never heard it put quite the way you say, be your own beloved. And that's just enveloping yourself with love so that when you fail, it's okay. You're going to try again.
Yes, that's be your beloved was something that Spirit said to me last month that it just took me to my knees. Oh my God, there was so much love and intensity in that statement, and we all get higher power statements. Sometimes we don't believe them. Sometimes other people can say them to us and we connect with that. And there may be teachers out there on the internet or schools or whatever that you resonate with, and then you're done. You're done with them, and you just can't listen to another word they have to say. That's because you've gotten their message. And we all do that. We're all in these mini schools and they rotate. That's at least my interpretation of it. But the kindness and the blessing that we can give ourselves, when you bless yourself and you are your beloved, you are speaking to your physical body that is made of the elements of this earth. It is clay. It knows it was born, it lives, and it will die. Memento mori. Realize that you are terminal, but not now. You got plenty of time, probably. I don't know. But you are speaking not just to that body, but to the part of you that's your emotional keeper, that's your astral body, that adds color to all of this experience, to calm it down. And your mind, you're speaking to your mind. The brain is part of the physical body, the mind is not. The mind, the body, and the spirit, all those things, they go with you into the next life in a way, not into the next physical life, but when you're in the astral realms, they're there. So you're talking to your mind, body, and spirit when you say, I am my beloved. Everybody pay attention, the inner child, all the parts of me. When I say me, who am I talking to? That's who you're talking to. So by saying, I am my beloved, you are calming the seas. And everything underneath the surface of that sea will get that message. And you will be a calm force and power in the lives of other people because they may be scared and reactive, and you will be calm.
That's so true. That calmness has a tendency of spreading outwards. When you're able to do it within, you actually are changing other people even without trying.
It's a signature frequency. It has viscosity, it's a presence, and it really is a signature. And it's the calm energy field is a field. It's not a it's a force also. Yes, it's both. Gravity's, gravitational field, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a presence that is discernible and it can heal part of the world.
And the beautiful part about that is that it's something tangible that we can all be part of. We are all capable of it.
We are, and it comes and goes. Everything cycles. There'll be times that we're absolutely incapable of doing that. And that's very true. And so hopefully we would depend on somebody around us being able to be that calm. And there are times where our emotions take over, the amygdala, limbic system, whatever, reptilian brain, who knows what's going on. We're in a fear, we have a recovery issue, but we have to work through things. My husband and I know when one of us is just acting wonky and kind of off, we say to ourselves, they're just working through something. I'll be supportive. If he's standing in the kitchen and I can tell he's just off, he's not in his body, he's upset or said something weird about this or that, I might just go up behind him, put my hand on his back, on his lower back. Part of it that's sometimes as high as I can reach because he's huge.
It's
But
adorable.
you just put it's the presence. I don't have to say anything. And with men, usually the less you say, the better.
That's true.
They process differently. They process differently than we do. That's why women, we need other women to talk to. It's just how we're made. And I think it gets down to this basis of we're just made differently. If you look outside in the forest, here we have ponderosa pines. We live in a ponderosa pine forest. I don't know what's the main tree you have up in your land there?
Poplar and spruce.
Oh, how beautiful. Well, we've got some of that, but it's mainly ponderosa pine. I trust that when I look out the window, that's what I'm going to see. I'm not going to see poplar and spruce. I'm not going to see a lot of deciduous trees. This is the Rocky Mountains. I'm not going to see a foot of topsoil. It's what it is. And so that will give comfort to knowing that those physical things won't change. So we depend on certain things in the physical world to stay constant, like the walls of our house, the chair you're going to put your butt in. You want it to be there. So my offering is don't malign the physical world as being bad and evil. Just let it serve its place. Let it do what it needs to do. But you are in many ways multidimensional, that you can access other dimensions. You have a soul that comes lifetime after lifetime. And by treating yourself with kindness, your calmness will allow much more of this to be fed to you and given to you. More awareness, more abilities, but only in its own time because you don't want your nervous system to blow up. You don't want to get too much at once, even though you think you do. Just be grateful and allow that grace to come through because it will.
That's very reassuring and a reminder that of all the noise and chaos out there, that you can just come back to yourself and find the quiet calm
It's
beyond all.
there. Yeah, it's there. And it's important to remember the cycles.
Yes.
Like, why am I feeling so upset? Well, it'll pass. Wait 20 minutes. It'll pass. And in 20 minutes, you might felt great, but now you feel like shit. That'll pass too. It comes and goes.
And there's always something you can try, and the next moment it's going to change. So you're not stuck where you're at ever.
Yes, I believe that. It's observational. If somebody's dealing with a brain disorder, personality disorder, it might feel like forever, and it may be until they can get some help. So I have great compassion for that. But I don't address those folks because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I'm not even a therapist. I'm just me telling you that all you have to be is you. Find out who that is.
It's really that simple, and it's such a wonderful message. Just be who you are, find out who you are, and keep trying.
And people will like you if you are just you, because when we're seeing that we're comfortable in ourselves, people will smile at you and we will do that for other people who appear comfortable in themselves. I remember, God, how many years ago, most of my life, till I developed a frontal brain, later than most people, I think, I would see women, I'm going, God, they look so comfortable in themselves. They look confident. They're not arrogant, but how did they get there? How do you do that? Well, I couldn't have jumped to that, and I'm not that all the time anyway. Maybe they're not either. But you'll get these messages from other people, and that's God's grace coming to you saying, have hope. If you're depressed right now, you don't know that in 10 seconds that's not going to change. You don't know that. But if you need help, please get help. And I hope that you can access that.
That hope is really something to hold on to, and knowing that there's help available brings even more of it.
That hope is that kindness. It's the kindness that the world needs. It doesn't need us to be fake and be deceptive because we think we're supposed to be somebody else. It's a hard lesson. I've had a hard time with that one, but I'm just a people. So what? Who cares? My cat likes me.
Well, that's a sign. Cats know people. So if your cat likes you, you're okay.
Funny, our last, what is today, Saturday, when we taped on Wednesday, and our cat is a tabby. She's tiny. She's 8 pounds. She runs the whole house. Her name is Sophia Montana. The first time, and one of the few times in my life with her, she's purring. She's sitting in my lap, kneading her little, claws and paws. I thought, what is she doing? And I don't know if all that purring came through on the tape, but I thought she likes what we're saying, or who knows what cats think. I mean, I have no idea. But they see things we don't. It could have been some of the beings that were in the room. I don't know.
I'm happy to hear she enjoys being part of Zoliart Montana Radio. She's a welcome guest.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, she's not here right now. She's probably sick of me because I've been trying to catch her to brush her. But we're just, the more that we can sink into the daily living of life with other people in a healthy way and share these little joy muffins about our lives, how we live our lives, how we want to live our lives, it kind of gets us out of ourself. And that's detachment, to where we are just in the moment and we're just flowing. And that's such a beautiful thing to do.
It really is a great feeling when we can have that. And I love that you're spreading joy muffins everywhere. Let it rain joy muffins on everyone.
Well, I'm addicted to them. And there's no calories in them. I've stated before. Yeah, Tom says the only reason he married me is because I love icing and he loves the cake. So, we get along in that way.
You're the perfect pair.
Yeah, we are the perfect pair. Excuse me.